Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here. In this episode I'm going to take a look at a movie that claims to be the first ever CGI martial arts film. It's called
Jambareeqi 在找这个吗
Kathy, you got my DVD!
What? Oh, I don't want to. You can take it. Take it.
Folks, in this episode, DragonBlade.
DragonBlade is a Chinese CGI martial arts movie. In an ancient Middle Kingdom, a monster is causing havoc and no one knows its origins. With the help of a fairy bird, it's up to a martial artist called Lang to find the legendary sword called DragonBlade, which is the key to defeating the monster. This is honestly one of the worst animated films I have ever seen. Definitely one of my top 10. It's annoying, boring, obnoxious, badly written, and awfully animated. I had a really hard time watching this movie because I couldn't get engaged in anything it had to offer. There's nothing really to it. It's just a series of unfunny random moments and badly animated, unengaging fights. Sure, some scenes are relevant to the main plot, but the main plot doesn't kick in until the third act of the movie. Everything seems to drag on and hold back the story. You know how this film is called DragonBlade? Well, the characters don't go after DragonBlade until an hour into the movie. It's such a tease, because the film opens up with a dramatic prologue about how awesome this sword is, and how dangerous it is to get to it. The movie's climax is a very unrewarding payoff. It's just as boring as the rest of the film, half of it is too confusing, and I didn't care about what was at stake because I wasn't drawn into the story or characters. The finale also has an embarrassing attempt to be hip and cool by having a rapping ancient guardian. That's right, it's not funny, it made me cringe, and it comes out of nowhere. The characters in this movie fit 3 different categories: annoying, bland, or both. There's the protagonist of the film, Lang, who is just a really great fighter. That's it. He's not developed as anything more than that, and he doesn't have enough charisma for a martial arts hero. Then there's Ying. She's just nice, I guess. That's about it. Why is that a bad thing? Well, it's boring. I like characters with a bit of edge to them. There's also an annoying fairy bird called Barley Bar, who spends half the movie screeching and shouting exposition. Ying's little brother Ari is a stupid, stubborn, and lazy brat who keeps doing idiotic skateboard stunts. Yes, there's a skateboard in this. I told you that this film tries too hard to be hip. Ari doesn't have enough charm to make up for how irritating he is. There's also Masu, a sheriff of the local town. He's a dull and emotionless character who, like Lang, is only developed as a strong fighter and nothing more. Finally, there's Master Wu, a quirky old man. He's slightly amusing at first but becomes painfully annoying as the film goes along. He just rambles and makes silly noises, which is kind of funny at first but becomes grating and tiresome after a few scenes. How can I get engaged in the film's martial arts sequences if I don't care about these characters, or don't even like them? I wasn't really that bothered about the outcome of these fights because I didn't feel fond of the characters. The designs of the costumes, hair, and weapons for this movie are really inventive and cool. Just look at them, they're really attractive, aren't they? But the animation itself is terrible. Characters' expressions are static and wooden, body movements look as stilted as an Action Man or Barbie, fight scenes suffer from poor physics and restrained actions, plus the comedy falls flat because the animation lacks the right timing. Animation is not a simple process of tapping buttons or prodding puppets. It's a medium that relies on science and acting. I mean, it's one thing to make a character move, but then you need to consider weight, timing, reactions, as well as personality and emotions. Without these ingredients, a character doesn't seem alive or present in their own environment. So yeah, the designs are awesome, but the animation is dreadful. The English voice acting for DragonBlade is almost as bad as the animation. Actors sound sleepy, unexpressive, cheesy, stilted, or just plain annoying. There's one scene where Ari falls off a cliff and could have potentially died. How does his big sister Ying react?
Ari. No.
She doesn't sound like she's just lost her little brother, she sounds like she's dropped something over the side of her bed.
My drink. No.
I think that the worst sounding voice comes from Barley Bar, who has an ear-piercingly unpleasant voice that's supposed to be charming, but sounds like a parrot being mutilated.
Whoa! Look, no wings! Say, you haven't told me your name. My name's Bellyba! Oh, it's getting late. Catch you later! Hey, wait! What do I do if I need to find you? If you want to find me, you can sing! Bellyba! On a pig!
Either these voice actors were given poor direction, or they're just naturally bad performers. I think that the music score for this movie is a mixed bag. Some of the music is often very cheap and tacky. It sounds like it was performed on an old Yamaha keyboard. However, other music pieces are actually decent, like fast-paced tribal drums for action scenes and dramatic orchestral pieces for some tense scenes. However, most of the time, the music didn't really draw me in because it's often unnoticeable or uninteresting.
DragonBlade, more like Dungblade. This has to be one of the worst films I've ever had to sit through for this show. Sure, it has pretty designs and the music's okay sometimes, but it's really boring and terribly made. I'm going to give it 1.5 paper lantern stars out of 5. However, if some of you are still wondering whether it's your cup of tea, then consider this. I guess if you liked Kung Fu Panda, then you might get something out of DragonBlade, but remember how bad the animation and voice acting is for this. I've been Jambareeqi and I hope you've enjoyed my review. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and I encourage you to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. In the next episode, The Legend of the Sky Kingdom, a stop-motion film from Zimbabwe. Ow.
Oh, hey guys, I'm Jambareeqi. I like the movie called The Simpsons. Alright, and the other one is The Cool Runnings.
Hey man, I'm the real Jambareeqi, you know.
Who are you?
Jambareeqi, come out to my room.
Oh, you are the Jambareeqi there. Who am I?
I don't know who you are.
Come on, this is my place.
I'm the Jambareeqi, come out to my room.
Oh, come on, man.
No, wait. Give me back my CDs.
Oh, no.
You're my thief, you know. And hello, my folks. The real Jambareeqi, you know. Sorry for the rude intrusion. But today we're going to look at something back from the tropical islands. You know? Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings is an awesome thing, you know.
What are you doing?
Jamboree.
Are you doing a review? Dressed as me?
We just are feeling for you, you know. You know, say you're busy and all them things, you know. So me thought, Jamboree. Anyway, me gone. Cool runnings, man.
Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here, the real Jambareeqi, and I have fantastic news. I'm going to be hosting 2 panels at the anime convention Alcon in Leicester this September. So if you're interested, then head over to the website now to register. Cheerio folks!
Cool runnings.
Yes, Cool Runnings is a great movie. Okay.